what she is not. A small part of her remains from where she came. It would seem the universe does not like its peas mixed with its porridge.
And I think that's the woman to that odd couple that keeps reappearing. Apparently, later in the story, Elizabeth said that they actually were the ones that built Columbia. They made it possible. And on this part,
I can do this.
and on this part, with, you know, the slippery metal sheets they had everywhere, and the wind blowing the way it was, I couldn't do this. You couldn't pay me $1 million to do this, because as you know, I'm afraid of 30-foot drops, 20-foot drops. I'm really afraid of heights. Terribly afraid of heights. So that would not work out for me. I couldn't have the job of cleaning the metal out there. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't.
Hello.
Oh, Booker fell right on his back.
Hey! Knock it off! Stop
He's
it!
throwing books at him.
Stop it! Not here to hurt you.
Who are you?
My name is DeWitt. I'm a friend. Come to get you out of
Get
here.
away! Are you real?
I'm real enough.
He's coming. You've got to go.
Why?
It's so creepy to
Don't wanna
me.
be here when he gets here. Just a minute. I'm getting dressed.
Get you out of here.
There's no way out. Trust me. I've looked. Stop it. You're too impatient. That's enough.
What about this?
What about it?
This is the way out, isn't it?
What are you? Give it to me.
For some reason, whenever Songbird appears, those statues appear out of nowhere. It's kind of creeped me out later on in the game. Because this is a statue that magically was behind a curtain.
It's a way out.
It literally gave me nightmares when I was playing. But seriously, if I see that statue in a dream, and its eyes start glowing with the I would just be traumatized.
It's his job to keep me locked up in here.
We'll see about that.
I wonder if the Songbird is actually a man in some kind of
Who are you?
that's
Why did you
augmented.
come here?
I don't know. Or maybe it's just a big bird. Maybe it's a condor or something. I don't know.
This way, come on.
Not a condor. What am I talking about? I don't know. Kind of looks like. I'm not good with birds. Maybe I'll say it looks like. I should just quit while I'm ahead, shouldn't I? I don't even know. But who would win, guys? A Big Daddy or Songbird? Better yet, a handyman. A handyman or a Big Daddy?
Press the button.
You see, Booker spoke twice. He had two voices right there. He was like, no. I don't even know.
They were watching me? All this time? Why? Why did they put me in here? What am I? What am I?
You're
Oh,
the girl
no.
who's getting out of this tower.
Whoa! You see, he's strong enough to actually knock down that sturdy brick wall right there. But the whole elevator fell on his head, so we can just escape a little bit. I don't know why I was standing there for.
This way.
He's tearing the building apart.
Be careful, Elizabeth.
How do you know?
Not
I don't know.
now.
That's what I keep saying. I don't know. I don't know. But this next part, I would get to the top of this place and faint once again because heights, man. Heights.
Out of the way. Let me try.
There was an invisible wall here for a second. That safety rail is not safe. It's just some chains, and you can just fall over. That looks like about thigh level. You can just slip right off. I would sue whoever put that up there. Just sue them. Whoever built that. They need to have an actual thing. I guess it's to make the building look nice. I was like, oh! And this is that part. You know, in like every gameplay video I've seen, this shows off the best skyline part with the exhilarating music. which when I saw in the previews or the gameplay thing, I actually thought that that was the skyline clicking like a train. Yeah, I know I may sound terrible for saying it, but this drop coming up is just deadly. I just stare into this drop and I'm like, jeez. See how they get the speed of how like the velocity and acceleration carries on over to the next part. I just love this game, man. Oh! And this beach is not safe, guys. Trust me, it runs off the edge. I guess Songbird, this might be significant in the future because he cannot stay underwater for long. So maybe Booker's gonna have to go underwater and the air pressure would just, you know, compress Songbird. Who knows? Maybe. Maybe. That's what I'm thinking. Here's Booker's dream. I don't know what's going on.
What do you want? Anna? Anna?
I don't know who Anna is either. We'll learn that later. And first, it's the first time I noticed that there was a face on the Battleship Bay thing. It's like a shark or something with a big eyeball. You see it right there. I'm terrible first time playing a game. I don't notice any details until I watch it over 2 or 3 more times later. I'm just awful like that. Just terribly awful. And this is where Elizabeth saves Booker, actually.
Anna. Anna.
No, it's me. Elizabeth. Are you alright?
Where am I?
Back in the land of the living. Here, let me.
I'll be fine.
You almost drowned. You need to...
I said I'm fine. Just give me that.
Tuh.
Do you hear that? It's music.
You go on. I just need to...
Okay, I won't be long. I won't be long, Mr. DeWitt.
Seems like she was there for a long time, because look how the sky changes. It looks like it's evening now. As you can see, it's going to get a little darker. I don't know, to me it looks a little darker. Looks like sunset a little bit.
Where is she?
I think the idea of the beats on the sky is kind of cool. As you can see, there's no safety rail. Just fall off, you fall off, you know. It's kind of bogus. If there's a big tide current pulling you, there's nothing you can do. I mean, what do you do? Unless there's a landing under there, I just don't see it. But you know, it's kind of cool having clouds on water. I just think it's cool, like how you just walk in the clouds.
I'm looking for a young girl, wearing a white blouse, brown hair, blue eyes.
You ain't have to ignore me like that, man.
You see
What
a
book
young
is
girl,
this?
blue skirt? No?
No. But I'm without an escort if you're looking to pass the time.
As I was saying, what if Booker
Hey,
just tackled that guy in
see
the
a young
sand?
girl?
Is this some kind of sales pitch? Because I'm not interested.
See, everyone's just mean to Booker for some reason. Everyone is just mean to Booker. But then, as you can see, I just stole the money that these kids dug up. Didn't lose karma for it. But, you know, in, Bioshock 1, I'm trying to say less, guys. I know it's annoying to you guys, but it takes me a while to get my bearings together. Just in none of these places, it's just not nice to the person. Here's another voxophone.
The prophet may know how his own biography is going to end, but I can scarcely fathom how I'm going to start it. I mean,
Hey.
other than the kid stuff,
I'm looking for a young girl.
anything prior to his baptism was, and here I quote, hang on, left on the
Airship.
riverside.
That could be our ticket out of here.
Call me a plagiarist. But I'm going to spend the first 30 pages regurgitating scripture.
That last guy that Booker just talked to kind of looks like a person from Dead Island. I'm not even sure. As you can see right now, just take all his, you know, workers' compensation and all that from him. I don't know why I decided to do this. I just took everything.
All I want is fair pay for an honest day's work.
I take his money. Because, you know, I'm desperate for money in this game. He even stashed it in barrels, but I still managed to find it. And I just leave him. And I guess that controls the whole beach or whatnot. See, there's a sightseer thing. Kinetoscope. I should stop calling it a sightseer thing. It sounds so unprofessional. But you know, awesome.
Everything's changing. People don't know their place.
And this is where we meet up with Elizabeth again, coming up. As you can see, this gives you a look of the Columbia as a city. Much more upbeat than Rapture.
Miss. Hey, Miss Elizabeth.
Hello. Oh, this is wonderful. Oh, come dance with me, Mr. Twin.
I don't dance. Come on, let's go.
Why? What could be better than this?
How about Paris?
Paris? I don't understand. How could we get there?
That's where that airship's going, but if you want to stay and dance, we can...
No, let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go right now.
As I was saying about
It's hard to believe, but it's true, isn't it?
the big contrast between Bioshock 1 and this game.
Smell that? I've never smelled anything like that before.
Beaches I know don't smell much like that.
Big difference between this and Bioshock 1 is that Bioshock 1 felt really claustrophobic in Rapture. You know, every time you look up at the ceiling, all you saw was dark water. Dark. It was never light.
Do you know this artificial beach was built in only 6 months?
And how do you know that?
From one of the books I threw at you. They also search passing well for reading.
So all that water is being pumped out, basically. Yeah, as I was saying, it felt very claustrophobic in the first game, which made me get on the edge of my seat a lot. You see, she skips with rocks across the water, which is awesome. I think I did that once. In this game, you just feel free, you know? You don't feel claustrophobic at all. I feel like you can just roam around, you know? That's the big difference between this and Bioshock 1 and 2, actually. See, they have the contrast and themes there and stuff. This is awesome. Big variety in this series. One of the best first-person shooter series.